Hey YouTube, it's Wellness. Just wanted to jump on here real quick and share an exciting video with you guys that's going to help you dream. Because when you guys are actually learning this skill set, the number one thing you have to ask yourself is, why are you doing it? Okay, what is your passion? What's your dream? What kind of lifestyle you would like to live if you make this money, right? So I'm going to help you guys crystallize that. You can watch this video more than once. You could meditate on this video. You could come back and take notes of what I'm sharing with you guys with regards to dreaming. There is a book, and there's also an audio book of it, The Magic of Thinking Big. And that book pretty much breaks down how you should be thinking towards your future, what kind of dreams you should have. So you got to crystallize the lifestyle you want out of life. And you have to write it down. The top 5% of those who own the nation's wealth, they are there based on goals that they've written down, and they went after those goals with reckless abandonment. Meaning, they grinded it out, right? They actually worked real hard. They burnt the candle on both ends. They spent countless sleepless nights learning the craft, making errors, failing, but always getting back up and trying and trying and trying. Because if you're destined to be successful, and that's your passion, nothing in this world can stop you from becoming the success you want to become in life. And some of you probably are academically smart, have a great job, are able to live a different lifestyle that most people don't. But a lot of us that are out there right now are living paycheck to paycheck, trying to, borrow from Peter to pay Paul, and you're looking for a way to change that cycle. Because Scripture says, do not be the borrower, be the lender. Okay, so what does that mean? What does that mean? You have to start thinking entrepreneurial. You have to start attracting the things you want out of life, but you have to write it down. Okay, so if you don't already have a notebook, go get one. Get a sheet of paper, copy paper, whatever you have in your household. Grab a pen, put that piece of paper in front of you, and write down 3 things that you've always wanted out of life that you just can't afford right now, but eventually will, when you actually acquire the funds to get the things you want out of life. All right, so let me go ahead and scroll down. This is my website at metrofxtraders.com. The link is in the description. And what I want you guys to do is to come to this video down here. You scroll down, and I want you to play this video. Okay, now this video is going to help you guys out. I'm going to make it big for you guys. Okay. And we're just going to take a walk down this memory lane here and just take a look at the visuals, okay? Because they always say if you want to acquire the things that you always wanted to acquire, you have to visit it often, right? You have to take a tour of the neighborhood you want to live in. You have to visit the store of the item you want to purchase, right? If there's something that you want to purchase and is out of your reach, nothing wrong with window shopping, nothing wrong with pricing it out, nothing wrong with trying it out, putting it on, modeling it, taking pictures of you wearing it. Nothing wrong with carving out a picture of the things you want out of life and putting it on a dream board. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that, but you have to do it. You have to crystallize it. You have to say, this is what I'm chasing. This is what I'm going after. But let me tell you a secret. Secret number 1. Don't tell anybody about it. Don't go bragging. Don't go telling, this is how I'm going to live. This is what I'm going to do. They don't care. Nobody cares about your future but you. So you have to be a quiet assassin. Someone who works endless hours. Someone who fails constantly, because failure is not guaranteed, right? You may trip up, but you pick yourself up and you keep trying and you keep going after it, and you keep failing, right? But every failure gets you that much closer to success, because in that failure, you can take a step back, reanalyze, and say, okay, I failed because of this, because I did that, because I did this, because I did that. Then you go back in there and you try again, right? You try again and you try again and you keep trying. I remember reading that Benjamin Franklin, who created electricity, the light bulb, he didn't create electricity, God created electricity, but the light bulb, he failed so many times. But but he never gave up, right? He never gave up until the light bulb was invented. And look what happened. Now we have light. Let there be light. Now we have light. We're able to, illuminate the evening. Every single time we turn on the light. We don't know the mechanics of how it works. Some of you probably do. You probably went to electrician school or whatever the case may be. But me, when I turn it on, I'm like, hopefully it works, right? So it works when you turn it on, right? But the mechanics behind that was countless attempts. And in those attempts, there were failure, until one day, boom, the light bulb went on. And eventually, you will succeed. But how many times are you going to keep trying? I mean, Acres of Diamond. I don't know if you guys remember the story of Acres of Diamond. There's a book written on it where this gentleman bought a house, right? And somebody told him that if he keeps digging in the backyard, he'll discover diamonds in the backyard. So he kept digging in the backyard, making this big old hole, countless days of digging, and nothing. He didn't find anything. He got discouraged. He bought all types of tools to excavate the grounds. And, one day he just said, what? I can't do this no more. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm losing weight. I'm losing time. I'm giving up. So he gave up, put the house on for sale. And guess what? Another person purchased the house. Okay. And they saw this big old hole in the ground in the backyard. And he said, what was this guy doing? And, he asked the neighbors, and he was just digging for, with hopes of, reaching the point where he discovered diamonds, right? And really? And he's like, okay. So, you know what that guy did? He bought a shovel and continued to dig where the guy left off. And I kid you not, 3 days later, he uncovered a rock. And he dusted that rock off. And guess what it was? The tip of a bigger rock where diamonds were. Exactly. So the moral of the story is you never, ever, ever give up. Okay? Because that guy is now a multi-millionaire beyond measure. But the other guy who gave up just gave up too early. Okay? You never give up. You just put your head down. You rewind, you reread your notes, you take copious notes, you fail often, because failure, like I said, you need failure in order to succeed. Without failure, and if you're successful or not. I mean, there are some people who start their trading journey and, it takes them 2, 3, 4, 5 years to become profitable, to become consistent, to become successful. I don't know how long it's going to take you, but you have to start with a strong desire, right? Desire is key, okay? Passion. You have to be passionate about learning this craft, and you have to practice. Go back onto the charts, okay? You have to put in the time. You have to fail. You have to lose money. You have to come back and try again. You have to put that trading plan, crystallize that trading plan like a roadmap from point A to point B. You guys been on journeys before. You've been on trips before. You say, okay, honey, we're going to go to this particular spot. And then you map out a strategy to get there. What plane's going to get you there? What car's going to get you there? What bus is going to get you there? What train's going to get you there? Okay? But eventually, when you put one foot in front of the other and your destination is B, eventually, through time, and that's a perfect example I'm sharing with you guys, through time, the key factor, T-I-M-E, time, the time factor, eventually you get to your destination. And when you're at your destination, you get to now what? Relax. You get to now unwind. You get to now enjoy your vacation. Okay? You get to have fun. You get to eat exotic foods. You get to tour. You get to take pictures. You get to visit areas around your tourist destination, the place you decided that you want to visit, and you're able to take in the views. Okay? And if you've never been on an excursion and you always wanted to, just write it down. Write it down. Where do you want to go? Write it down. How much is it going to cost you to get there? Write that down. And then what are you going to do to get there? You're going to trade. You're going to be, put in the time. You're going to strive to be consistent. You're going to practice on a demo account first. Never ever trade real funds until you're consistently profitable. I mean, I still failed. Just the other day, I failed 2 challenge accounts. 2 challenge accounts gone. I have to start from the beginning. Okay, but guess what? No matter how many challenge accounts I failed, and believe you me, I failed countless challenges, but I go back in and I try again. Okay, recently getting a payout, right, from trading an account, and the money will hit my account on Tuesday, and it's not a lot, but yet it's something, right? It's something. Proof to me that my strategy is working. The time I put in is worth the profit that I'm getting, and now I could A, reinvest back into education, B, reinvest back to buying more challenges, C, putting some of that money aside to help with the household bills. So never give up, never surrender. Okay, if you go to battle, burn your ships. Don't look back. Burn your ships. Win the war and take your enemy ships, sail back home. What is your enemy? Your enemy is another one. Let's just play this one. This is also my video. Let's play this one as well. Okay, this is another YouTube channel that I have. You guys can, subscribe to the channel. But as you're watching this video, I just want you to, write down the things you want out of life and start dreaming big. If you're gonna dream, you might as well dream big. Luxury lifestyle. Having enough money in the bank to not only A, pay off all your household bills, but B, changing your zip code. Buying the luxury items that you've always wanted. I mean, and this is just a video to just help you, dream big. The bigger the dream, okay, the better. Because if you want quality items, you got to spend quality dollars. Okay, these items were created with the most perfected instruments ever created. Okay, do they break down? Yeah, they break down, but you have enough money to fix it, right? Okay, right? You have enough funds to fix it. All right, so this is what I do. I spend at least one day watching these videos and write things down on my notepad and say, okay, this is how I want to live. Okay, this is what I'm going to be doing when I get this amount of money. This is, one of the exotic trips that I want to, explore. I want to get on a helicopter, right? I want to get on a helicopter, take pictures of the sights. I want to take my loved one to an exotic dinner. Okay, tasting exotic foods. All right, because life was meant to live like this. You have to set yourself apart. Okay, the top 1%, they actually decide to do what the 99% of those aren't willing to do. Okay, so remember this video, rewind this, play it back over and over and over and over again. And like I said, just write things down on notepad, get yourself a journal. You have your dream notepad, notebook, and you have your journal. Your journal is designed, you treat your journal as a diary. You write down every day when you're actually in front of the charts and you're about to place a trade. You write down how you felt. What did you see? Was it a profitable trade? Was it a losing trade? And you write those notes down. You write all your emotions in your journal. The other journal, your dream journal, you write down, okay, once I make this, I'm going to get this. Once I do this, I'm going to get that. Okay, whether it's a watch, car, house, owning a boat, jet skis. Okay, because once you hit the pinnacle of success, right, and you turn, let's say, $50 into $100, and you're consistently doing that, you could then turn $100 into $10,000, $10,000 into $100,000, $100,000 into $1 million, $1 million into $10 million, because now you have the skill set, right? And you're following your trading plan to the T. You're consistent. You're in there, trading based on, your strategy. You're looking for A1 setups. Okay, because the market will do the same thing every single day. And I wrote notes for myself, and I said, there's a couple of things I need to focus on for me. And those things were, number one, place less trades. I find myself over trading. Okay, I need to place less trades, anywhere from 3 to 5 trades a day. I need to find A1 setups and wait for those setups to develop, and take those A1 setups with less trades. Okay, I need to keep to my trading session. My trading session is a New York session from 9:30 to 11 a.m. London session from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. because I'm in the Eastern Coast right now. Asian session from 6:15 to 8 p.m. Those are the sessions that I need to focus trading in. Okay, and I have a new trading plan that I'm going to be sharing with you guys in the next video. I just need to back test it and practice it on a demo account, and then once it is written out, I will definitely share it with you guys. And I think you'll be really impressed with this new trading plan, because my old trading plan was great, but I was failing. The challenges, I was blowing accounts, but now I gotta recalibrate and reorganize my trading plan. I have a new trading strategy, and I'm going to be practicing that trading strategy going forward, and I'll be sharing that with you guys. Now, if you're new and you're watching this for the first time, I definitely encourage you to, number one, subscribe to the channel, lock in, hit the bell button, because there's a lot of great things I'm going to be sharing with you guys in upcoming videos. Number two, join the Academy. You need to know the basics before you ever dive into placing your first trade. All right, the Academy is going to help you do that, and that's with AkashX. The link will be in the description. Go ahead and pay for your subscription. Become a student of the craft, so you can gain the skill set you need to gain in order to, become consistent and profitable. So you need the basics in place. So don't try to jump into, placing trades without understanding what you're doing. Okay, this terminology, this techniques, this a skill set that you need to acquire before you can actually become a professional, and that's being a master trader. Eventually, you want to reach that level of success where you're calling yourself a master trader, and you're executing trades and you're finding those A1 setups in the chart. So it's important. So become a student of the Academy. And once you become a student, you'll go ahead and open up a demo account and you start paper trading. Okay. TradingView allows you to create a demo account, and you can actually paper trade and practice your skill set. And then once you're a student of the Academy, reach out to me and I will hold your hand through the whole process, get you started on the right foot, and teach you what you need to learn to become profitable. Okay, so Rome wasn't built in a day, so it's going to take some time. You and I will jump on a Zoom call and I will hold your hand and show you exactly what I do, and you can just copy what I do. So if that's what you want to do, I encourage you to become a student in the Academy, and I'll mentor you absolutely no extra cost. Okay, and then I'll encourage you to invite your friends, your family, your colleagues to become students of the Academy through your referral link. That way you'll get a referral bonus for inviting others to become a student of the Academy. And there's a nice referral bonus that you'll receive for that. Your membership will be free once you invite 3 of your colleagues to become students of the Academy. So you'll have no monthly charge going forward. And you can pay for your membership yearly, quarterly. That's up to you, or monthly. But I definitely encourage you to become a student of the Academy. And it's a career. And when you're going to become a professional, you have to put on that professional cap, right? And so this is what I'm going to do. This is who I'm going to become. And this is how much money I want to earn. Because the money that you're seeking is in the market. Okay? It's in the market. And the market will reward those who trade smart. And that's the key right there. You have to learn how to trade smart. And once you learn how to trade smart and you acquire that skill set, you can write your own paycheck. And that's the goal going forward. Okay? So as you're watching these videos, as you're listening to my voice, I want you to dream big. I want you to write down your dreams on paper, and then go out and get a couple magazines or pictures, print out pictures, cut out pictures, create a dream board, and tell yourself this is the lifestyle that I want to live. And then you go after it. Keep it to yourself. Work hard. Work long hours. Study hard. Study long hours. Sleepless nights. And just lock yourself in a room and just practice. Okay? Practice. And great things happen to those who practice. You see it every single day. The person that's a professional athlete, they had to practice. The person who's a successful singer had to practice. Professional actor, they had to practice to get that role, right? They had to audition. They had to be selected. They have to learn the lines. They have to take, shots, right? They have to practice. Nothing happens without practice. You wouldn't be able to do a job without practice. Okay? So it's important to lock in, become a student of the craft, and do it every single day. Do it every single day. Okay? Meaning reading books, meaning watching video. Just practice. So I'm going to end the video here. And number one, I ask you to become a subscriber to this channel. Hit the bell button. I have this channel, and then this other channel that I have. I want to be a billionaire. Go ahead and subscribe to that channel. I'm going to start creating more videos to stimulate your thinking, to help you dream bigger. So subscribe to that channel as well. But with that being said, I'm going to end the video here and say thank you so much for watching. Hopefully everything I said in this video encourages you to dream big. Okay? There's no limit to how big you should dream. Nobody should have a cap on that, because the only cap that we place on ourselves is the cap that we should break through, right? Because if you're working at JOB, they can only pay you what the job is worth, what the position is worth. They can't pay you what you're worth. All right? Because after Friday at 5 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, you're off the clock. You can't make no more money. But Saturday and Sunday is where you dial in, right? Practice. And then on Monday, on your demo account, you go ahead and place your trades. See if it be a winning trade. continue to do that until you're consistent. When you become a consistent, profitable trader, okay, then great things can happen. You'll be able to achieve your dreams. You'll be able to get out of debt. You'll be able to retire a loved one. You'll be able to send a family member or your children to a private college, pay their school fees. You'll be able to have enough money to go on trips, buy exotic, items for yourself and loved one. You'll be able to go out to dinner and not worry about the price. Okay, you ever been to a restaurant there was no prices on the menu? If you haven't experienced that, you should. And you walk out of there and you're like, you know what? I don't care what the bill is. We had a good time. The meal was delicious. I'm going to come back again and do it all over again, right? You need to experience life like that. Okay? So put it on your notes and say, hey, this will happen for me. Why? Because I believe in myself. Believe in yourself and practice. So with that being said, thanks so much for watching, everybody. And you guys have a successful weekend. Much success to you guys next week during the trading week. Bye for now.